I'll be calling you a radical. So important. Don't tread on the Queen's forest. So, can you feel the love tonight? Why is this all historic? Is that fire that's smog through there? Well, it's Fuktonium, which is a combination of a dry Great Salt Lake gone dry, which I call dry lake effect, which fire, Fuktonium, which Bayer Monsanto Roundup sprayed all over, with incredible psycho automobile emissions mixed in. It's a death soup, which I named Fuktonium. Fuktonium skies, a country of lies. Fuktonium deniers. Fuktonium liars. Fuktonium fires. So a guy asked me that's been watching videos for years on me, well, who do you think's setting all these fires? Static electricity sent. Why do you think they cut the power in California? Hello, I mean, it's that people are that ignorant. Oh, fire, you have to light match. The atmosphere is so toxic and so ripe. The static electricity of a power line, that's off those big high density lines, even low density lines. The atmosphere is that toxic. It's a tinderbox. Pandora's jar. Pandora's is not a box, it was a jar. They broke the jar on March 11th, 2011. Now this is historic important because, and I'll do another one on the bailout, it's being debated in Ohio. I went back to my city, and my city was gone. Ohio. They catch them bribing, catch them dead red. I mean, arrest. The FBI goes in and arrests on the bailout. Now, Lindsay and I and others, we're the ones that exposed all that. We were sending around the text messages, all this corruption. They hired these trolls and these useful idiot PR firms to come in. Who does it? The Nuclear Energy Crime Syndicate, which is the Department of Energy. The NEI, your own government. I mean, not only that, they should be arrested for criminal activity because they threatened us in Ohio. How come? So Republican legislators blocking. So wouldn't that just automatically, by default, the bill's over? No, they've got to go back to the legislative process and get rid of it. What are you talking about? The whole bill was based on fraud. That should just put an X through it. Hello? I mean, I know enough about contract law that under contract law, you have to have meeting of the minds compensation, but under contract law in all 50 states, based on fraud, it's over. So, the Great Salt Lake going dry, it's incredible. So they arrest the Republican legislators in Ohio, the Democrat legislators in Illinois. This is the same team. I've been working hard on coing my YouTube site. What do you mean? Getting rid of these weeds, political operatives called Trumpettes and Obamacans, which in the early days of Fukushima, let's get real, I've had trouble getting rid of these creeps. So many of these creeps were just pure hatred for Obama. Okay? Pure hatred for Obama, which he earned it, but so is Trump. And, so your Alex Jones crowd, so much of the radical right took on Fukushima in a big way. I remember when I wouldn't do interviews and I was full of cancer and I agreed to break my moratorium. My phone rung so off the hook. I did 90 interviews in 60 days. 90 in 60 days. So, I got to get rid of them. Trump and Obama, the Trumpettes and the Obamacans, look, you've been indoctrinated, you're fools. They're exactly identical in policy. There's no difference. Bush, Obama, and Trump, they're identical on political. They're nuclear freaking puppets. It's exactly what they are. They're nuclear puppets. So, remember Alex Jones took on Fukushima in a hardcore. So many of these guys, why? Just sell his, supplies. Expand Patriot right here in Salt Lake that's based here. Just sell stuff to you. That's all he was. He was a political operative that was paid by Putin. Putin and clan, which are the globalists, the Illuminati. Who do you think the Illuminati is? Putin. Hello. Rothschild's baby. Hello. He's a czar. Who do you think Abe in Japan is? Who do you think Xi in China? Who do you think Trump is? They're the same clan that did it in Europe. There's no difference. So, let's prop this up and flip the can. So the Great Salt Lake's gone dry. So Kevin Blanch, March 2011. The Great Salt Lake, perfect historical levels because the spiral jetty videos prove it. I documented it heavily. While I was full of cancer, I was given 2 months to live in that room right there. So it's important. One day you'll understand my basketball metaphors are so important because, hello, natives played basketball for thousands of years. You know, Kobe? So, the Great Salt Lake's acute. This hasn't been going on for years. Your normal bias, this toxic air that you're breathing, dry light, they've destroyed us. I mean, as I stood in front of the White House, they took our jobs, they stripped our dignity. Now they come for the very essence of life, the air that we breathe, the water that we drink. Aaron Brockovich, that don't drink the water. No shit. Hello. You know? So, they're Obamacans and the Trumpets are identical, so I've been weed hoeing, trying to get rid of those toxic weeds out of my YouTube site. They got to go. I'm sick of them. Indoctrinated fools. I mean, they're fools. So, she's gone dry. I'll be out there documenting it more in an acute fashion. Fucking documenting weirdos. So, in this acute fashion, she's gone dry. Historic acute fashion. Don't stand on the public sidewalk, and don't make any music at the D Event Center, which it was built for, on state-funded, taxpayer public land. Oh no, the self-righteous fuckers will call the cops, which they do constantly. I mean, you can't even make a YouTube video fucking in daylight hours. No. This is the self-righteous fucking goody two-shoe freak show we live in. Going to see American manufacturer. Which one? We have about fucking 45 brands of it here in Utah, which none of them are true. You know, you're going to fucking a black hole called hell's where you're headed. You know, so flip the can. I'll be out there documenting this acute. Why is it so important? Because it's Fukushima. Because it didn't happen slowly. This hasn't been going on for years. This has not been going on for years. Read my lips. The Western United States, so much of the water in the Western United States goes... Go to my Facebook page. It's coming out of my mouth like that. My map. Fukushima. It's going to cause a heat into the oil. Let's see. They plumed over and somebody says, oh, only 1% of... You're crazy. It only plumed in the air for 6 days. Barack Obama was flown out of the country. Where's Alex Jones on Fukushima now? Where's Jeff Rentz on Fukushima now? I mean, he's still doing worse, but, you know, where's Jan Smokey the Clown now? All these political right-wing operatives. Where are they all now? Where are they at now? You know, obey, consume, obey, consume. American man, your brand of Jesus in the United States is because you're in some cult club, you know, the evangelicals, the Mormons, all of them. It's total bullshit. Jesus died. Sorry, I'm Joel Osteen. Some woman told me, I interviewed Joel Osteen for my book. I says, that's Satan. You know, Jeff Bezos is Satan, you know. Hello. You've been had. You've been had. You know, science fiction income, they faked the fucking unemployment numbers that you just killed. Look, I'm fighting for the animals of the earth, Mother Earth. You know, the children. That's what I'm fighting for. You selfish, arrogant, memeism, it's the most disgusting generation of human beings that ever walked. Sickening, actually. Really sickening. Because all this water, Kevin Blanch, March 2011, it's going to cause a heat bubble over the United States. It's going to cause fire. It's going to cause the Great Salt Lake to go dry. It's the canary. I'll be back out there. And it's not easy documenting that thing out there. You know, it's not what you think. So, stay in tuning.